guys, Kristin and I have some empties for you guys today. So we are just gonna go ahead and get into this. It's been a little bit, and as you guys know, I don't do them monthly anymore. I just kind of do them and put a number. So I think this is my 4th empties for the year, and there's a lot in here, so let's just jump into it. There are some new things in here too, so that's always kind of exciting for me. So I didn't organize it, but sometimes I say I'm not going to, and then I get a few items in and I end up organizing it anyway. So let's just see how we go. All right, we're gonna kind of start with these sort of loose things. I had a pack of the, I can't remember why I dropped it. Oh goodness. I can't remember why I had repurchased a pack of the Neutrogena. I think there was a sale or something, I don't know. But I do really like these, but I have to say, these are my holy grail makeup remover for the longest time until I tried the Kirkland. And I really much prefer the Kirkland. So I have some of those, and then I just want to talk about these. I think I'm in the minority here. So this is the Ole Henriksen Truth on the Glow Cleansing Cloth. So this was a trial size. It came with a little like a smaller travel size of the Ole Henriksen vitamin C serum, which is why I got this kit. So I had heard so many people talk about these, I was convinced I would like them, so I purchased that kit, and then that same day I was over at TJ Maxx, and they had the bigger packs of 30 of these that are normally, I think, $10, and they were $5 at TJ Maxx. So I picked up 3 packs thinking, well, I'll send a couple to my friend Tika, and I'll, you know, keep one for myself. Well, I ended up not liking these at all. I don't know, I use this as my first step of removing makeup, and I just didn't feel like they did a very good job. I liked the scent of them. I did find out after the fact when I talked to Tika about it that she said she likes them as a last step. After she's removed her makeup, washed her face, that sort of thing, like a last step to almost kind of put that vitamin C on her face in a different way versus a serum. So you might like them that way. For me, they just weren't my favorite. Okay, so I have 2 more of these, and thankfully I think I'm going to Canada in August for work, but that means I'll be close to now I can't remember what store these are in. But anyway, these are the Quo Luxury Cotton Pads, and I just love these. They are the best ones I have ever used, and I've tried a lot of cotton rounds. So these are just the round cotton rounds. They have a little kind of stitching, I would say probably kind of exfoliated side on one. Let me see if you guys can see this. See, on the one side it kind of has a little like stitching or exfoliating, and on the other side it's just normal. I just love these. They take off, they don't fall apart, they take off my eye makeup very, very well, and that's what I use these for, is my eye makeup. So absolutely would and will repurchase these. I will not repurchase these. Yes to both of these. All right, a few hair things. So I have both the Orbe shampoo and conditioner. I went through the shampoo. It took me longer to go through the shampoo than the conditioner. So I really like these. These were actually in my favorites at one point. I don't like this. I feel like as much as I paid for this, it ought to be not where it comes off in the shower. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I will say this. I think this irritates my scalp a little bit. I don't know if it's the fragrance that's in there or what, but I kind of go back and forth. I can't tell if it's this or if it's just what's going on kind of, you know, with the, whether it's drier or that sort of thing. So the jury is out whether I will repurchase this. I loved how my hair looked. I loved how my hair, you know, the manageability and that sort of thing, and the shine. I just am not sure. And this, by the way, was the For Beautiful Color, shampoo and conditioner for Beautiful Color. That's the kind that I got. So I'm really kind of torn on these, and I'm not quite sure. So this is where I'm putting my recycling things, by the way. Garbage there, recycling there. Another of the Tresemme. I just don't. I have tried other more expensive hairsprays, and I don't know why I ever do, because I just like this. It just works for me. I tend to show those every once in a while. I don't know, I just feel like in case somebody's never tried it and they've never watched me before, maybe they would go ahead and give it a shot. Speaking of things that I mention every once in a while, this is the Clear Care Contact Solution. I love this stuff. It comes with one of these stand-up, do you see right there? Right there. The stand-up things. You have to put your contacts in this for at least 6 hours. If you don't, it will make your eyes feel like you stuck hydrogen peroxide directly in them when you put your contacts in. But I get 3 or 4 months out of my monthly contacts. My ophthalmologist says that it's just fine because of the fact that I use this stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't tried this, go ahead and give it a shot if that works for your lifestyle. As far as I take my contacts, one of the first things I do when I get home at night. So I take them out about 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and they don't go back in until 4:30 or 5 in the morning. So I have plenty of time in between. All right, let's go through some body care and we'll do some skincare. So first off, I just wanted, this is Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple. This is just one of my favorite scents, and it's not one that I feel like is just appropriate at like Christmas time or that sort of thing. I just finished these up. There's just something about this scent, and this scent, for me anyway, is one of the ones that lingers throughout the day. I really like this. If you don't like that, that may not be your preference. Again, and I'm working through another one of these sort of lotions. I really prefer the squeeze lotions that come in a bottle kind of similar to this, but these work really well, and this lotion is just fine for me when it is spring, summer, which is why I saved it until now. But in the winter, I really prefer the triple, I think it's the triple moisture cream. But at any rate, would absolutely repurchase those. Then I went through the Snow Angel lotion and the shampoo. This is the triple. It can be like shampoo, shower gel, or bubble bath. I don't like it for bubble bath or shower gel, or shampoo, but I like it as shower gel, and that's how I use it. This only comes out in the winter time. I wish it would be year-round, but then I probably wouldn't like it as much. It just has such a good scent. I absolutely love it. And then I also used up, and these were a gift in a gift pack from Emily for Christmas. And this is the Sweetly Fallen Snow Body Polishing Scrub. I really liked this as well. I feel like they have improved this because the last time I used one of these, it didn't have enough scrubbies in it for me. And this time I felt like it had a lot more scrubbies. So really, really like that. Thank you again to Emily. I just love this scent. If I could like head to toe all year round in this scent, I probably would. Okay. So I have a hand soap from Bath & Body Works. This was the Springtime and Clementines. I never know whether I should talk about these or not because their scents kind of come and go very frequently, but I really liked this. It was a really nice it was a really nice spring scent. I'm using one now I think I got last year at springtime too that was strawberries or something in our guest bathroom. Love this. Absolutely would repurchase that. And let's see, I'm trying to make sure this makes sense a little bit. I know. I didn't even cut this open. What's going on with me? Normally I cut this open. I must have not realized that I hadn't done that. So I will cut this open yet and finish the rest of it. But this is the Neutrogena hand cream, just your basic fragrance-free hand cream. I've mentioned this 8 bajillion times, but in case you're new, first of all, welcome. Second of all, this is the best hand cream of life for me. This is a greasy, Vaseline-y sort of hand cream. It's I only use it at night. It's the last thing I do before I put my head on my pillow. And it changed my hands forever. Particularly in the winter, my hands would crack and get dry, and they just don't do that anymore with that. So, all right, let's talk about some skincare sort of thing. And I'm going to mention one of these. I've gone through another one of these. I think I'm down to just travel sizes of these right now, except for what's, in my current pumpable, refillable pumpable thing. But so this is the Bioderma. I use this just to remove my eye makeup, so it does last a very long time. It's my favorite eye makeup remover. Absolutely love that. Will repurchase. I went through my Lancome Genifique. I already have repurchased. I know this is expensive, but I just love what this does for my skin. I see such a difference in plumpness and evenness and that sort of thing. I'm trying some other ones right now. Actually, I'm using up one, and then I'm going to add it. Before I go back to this, I'm going to use some other ones so that I can report back and let you know, but I love this. It's worth every penny to me. Okay, so you guys know that I like the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup. It's a cleansing balm. It comes in a tub. So many of you told me to try this Yes to Coconut Hydrate Restore Ultra Hydrating Melting Cleanser, which looks like this. I did use it all up. I won't repurchase this though. I liked it, but there were a couple of things that I didn't like. So, I think there's always some of both. So I liked that it came out in a squeeze tube, although it was hard to get out. I did like that. This is a very thick balm. They don't even call it a balm, do they? Nope, just a melting cleanser. It's very, very, very thick. So you have to work it a little bit into your hand first before you can work it onto your skin. So I didn't love that about it. I did feel like it took off my makeup very easily, just like everything else, but I don't know. And when I would go over my eyes, that's kind of my method, is I take off my eye makeup, I use, with the cotton pads and the Bioderma, I use a makeup wipe to take off my makeup, and then I go in and cleanse with this. And I usually will take whatever's on my hands at the end and go over my eyes. And this would make my eyes cloudy for a good hour or so, and I just didn't love that. And the Bye Bye Makeup from IT Cosmetics doesn't do that. So I did try this. Thank you for the recommendation to those of you who recommended it to me. It just is not my favorite, so I would not repurchase that again. I went through another, in my last one actually, the Camp Cosmetics Tone. Can't get that anymore. And then lastly is for skincare is the Algenist Eye Balm. It's Complete Eye Renewal Balm. I really like this. I have another one of these that I bought, I think, at the 20% off sale. Really, really like this a lot. But I have to tell you, and I'm going to talk about it either in my favorites or in a skincare video. I'm not sure which. I'm using another one that's probably about the third of the price of this, and I think I really like that. I'm not sure if I like it better or not. Jury's still out, but I would absolutely repurchase and have the Algenist Complete Eye Balm. All right, so one more skincare thing. This is the Amore Pacific Treatment Enzyme Peel. So this is a little, I can't show you anymore. I've talked about this recently though. Has a little kind of circle around here, and you can dump out, oh, apparently I do have a little left in there, a little bit of powder. Oh, I gotta put this in my garbage. Okay, I don't wanna make a mess. And you mix it with some water, and then you just kind of go around your face for about a minute or so. And it is a really good exfoliator. So I use this more 2 times a week. I use it Sunday and Thursday in the morning, and I really like what it does for my face. I'm using up some other ones that I have that are more of a abrasive, like with some gritty things in them, the Dr. Brandt, which I like, but I just find it a little bit harsh. This I feel like is a little bit more of a gentle exfoliator. I think this does say that it's gentle enough to be used every day. I believe that I read that somewhere. I looked quickly to tell you, and it says 30 to 45 seconds for, you know, exfoliating all over your face. So I really like this. I have purchased another one. I have it ready to go, but I have a couple of I think it's Dr. Brandt, the really expensive one that's like $70 for an exfoliator. I have a couple of those to go through first before I, you know, go back to this one. I had purchased that backup long ago, thinking I was almost out of this. This just lasts forever, especially if you only do it a couple of times a week. It lasts for a really long time, and I do like this. It's totally worth it. So I'm going to do Mascara Madness kind of in the middle of this for you guys. And I have to say, when I went to pull out the ones that's time to pull, because it's been 3 months, I saw this L'Oreal blue one in here. I still haven't used it. One of these days, my friends, one of these days. I grabbed one by accident. So I only have 2 to talk about this month. And the first one, they actually, believe it or not, I really like both of them. So this is the Laura Mercier. I believe it's called the Full Blown Mascara. I will have that below, or Full Blown Volume Mascara. Has a natural bristle brush. And I really liked this. I liked how it separated. I liked how it volumized. I liked everything about it except for the fact that after about a month or so, it started to flake. The formula isn't dry. I can still get it on my eyes. It does everything delightfully, except all of a sudden it started flaking on me, and I just can't with flaking mascara. So I won't repurchase this again. I am really happy to have had the chance to try it out. And like I said, I loved what it did for my lashes. And it was easy to get off, and it did not smudge for me either. So I just don't know what the deal was. It might have been just this tube, but I didn't like the fact that, like I said, after only a month and a half or so, it started to flake, and that just wasn't my favorite. By accident, I opened 2 of these, and I'm really bummed because I kind of wish I would have only opened one of them, so I would have had it for a little bit longer. But this is the Giorgio Armani Black Ecstasy. So, excuse me, this is also a natural bristle, which is just my preference, 100% my preference. And this is so good. I thought it was the Armani Eyes to Kill. I explained this in a video, I think at Get Ready With Me or something like that. When I opened it up, I just assumed it was the Eyes to Kill mascara, which I've loved for a really long time. And I, you know, whenever I'm testing a mascara or trying it again or whatever the case may be, I don't use a top coat or anything, you know, because I've used the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer as a top coat when I don't want something to transfer. But when I'm trying something for the first time or going back to it or whatever, I just like to use the product straight out. And I was shocked that this didn't transfer and smudge underneath my brow. Usually, like right in my brow bone, it will smudge on me. And I was like, wow, they must have changed the formula. And it took me a few uses to finally realize that it was Black Ecstasy and not Eyes to Kill. So of those 2 formulas, I would absolutely repurchase the Black Ecstasy again because it does not transfer. And that's what I'm wearing today. And you can see it close up to many days in a row in my Urban Decay Naked Heat 4 Looks 1 palette video. This mascara, again, it separates, it lengthens, it volumizes, it doesn't transfer, it lasts all day, it doesn't disappear on my lashes. It's really, really good. And I think it has overtaken my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes as my favorite mascara as I knock it over. Having said that, I won't say that it has yet because I need to try the full size. Sometimes, not sometimes, frequently I will use a trial size of a mascara, love it, I buy the full size and then it's just not all that. So I can't say that yet, and I'm not going to buy the full size because I have some that I want to get through first, and I did purchase a new one here that everybody's been talking about to try. So at any rate, really like both of those. All right, a couple makeup things I have used up, and I do need to do an updated, you know, what I'm using in the year 2017 video. I've done those quarterly in the past. This year, clearly, because it's the end of June, I'm just gonna do a mid-year update. At any rate, I did use, sadly, because I love these, I used up the Dior Skin Dior Star Foundation in the shade 10 and 20. I had used up the 10 before I went through the 20 for some reason, and I ended up using the 20 in combination with the Lancome Tint Idol, since the shade that I have is a little bit light for me. That was a really nice combination as well. I love this foundation. I would absolutely purchase it again once I work through quite a few more of the ones in my stash. Here's a product I'm going to let go and get rid of, and I'm not sure that this is, you know, maybe I should be, I'll talk about it there too, but this is the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance Ombre Bronzer. I just don't, this just doesn't work for me. It's too shimmery. I've tried to get kind of past the shimmer here, but you can even see it no matter what I do. I don't know. I can just kind of see it. I tried to like hope that I would work through more of the shimmer and just get to the bronzer. If I keep it just in the bronzer, it's too dark for me. In the whole thing, it's too shimmery right here for me. it's just not a good one for me. So I'm going to probably let this go, give it to a friend, sell it to somebody for a few bucks or something. I don't know. I haven't quite decided, but that one is one I'm going to let go of. A couple other products I'm going to let go of. The Maybelline Color Tattoos, I just didn't like these. They don't work as well for me. I'm kind of one of the only people. And then the other day I went to try it again and it was a little bit dry. It just didn't come off on my skin all that well. So I'm going to let those go. I'm going to put those right here because I don't think anybody wants to deal with that dried out mess. And then another thing I'm going to let go of, and I'm sad about this because I wanted to like this color, but this is it's the shade Tang from ColourPop, and it just, you can kind of see it looks like there's something on my finger, but when I put it on my hand, there's just, I mean, it's kind of there, but I don't know, it doesn't blend well on the eye, so I'm letting go of that. I'm really trying hard. Now, when I come across something in my collection and I use it and I'm like, ugh, I don't like it, rather than sticking it back in my collection, I'm either giving it to somebody or tossing it. I showed that I had gone through one of these in an Empties video a while back. This is the Body Drench Lip Drench in Pomegranate. I have a bunch of these in backup. Thank you so much to my friends Jackie and Hannah who hooked me up because I don't have these around here. I've never seen them, and they have them around them. They just actually sent me a couple more, so thank you so much, ladies. And I love this. This is a great lip balm. I use this every single night. One of the flavors every single night. I open one up and I use it till it's gone, and I just really, really enjoy these. So I would absolutely repurchase them if I hadn't already been sent them by my friends. So I also have gone through a MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. This is a travel size one. I really like this. I have a full size, but I just wanted to kind of give that a mention again that I had worked through that. And I used up the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. So I have to say, I really think that I like the Mist and Fix better than MAC Fix Plus. I can't believe I'm saying that. Even better than Charged Water too. There's just something about it, and I've said this before and I've heard other people say it too. It's a combination of the Urban Decay All Nighter and the Fix Plus from MAC. It's kind of them combined, and it really does nice, delightful things for my skin. So I would repurchase this. 100%. I would repurchase that again. And lastly is something that makes me sad. I don't know what the deal is with it. So this is a Sephora Queen of the Nile liner. I used a full one of these up, beginning to end, no problem, you know, over a period of time. It wasn't like I used it in 2 weeks or something, and didn't have any issues with it at all. This one dried out on me in a couple of months. If I want to get this to go on my skin in any way, shape, or form, I'm trying to see how much there's left in. There's a good amount left in here. It's just such a bummer. But I have to like really warm it, like put a whole big circle of it on my skin and then go into my waterline and then do it again and go into my waterline. And it's just not worth it. I'm really bummed by that. I am going to probably order another one and hopefully it doesn't happen again. If it does, I will go back to the Marc Jacobs Blacker, because it doesn't do me any good if it's less expensive. I mean, I think this is only $8 versus the Marc Jacobs is 20 something, but that doesn't do me any good if it dries out, and I'm just really bummed about this. I always feel badly when something that I've talked a bunch to you guys about ends up failing, like on a second try for me, and then, you know, so I'm curious if any of you have that issue. I would really like to know, and hopefully not. If you have, I'm sorry. Whew, so that was a lot of empties. I apologize. This is probably a little bit longer than I care for them to be, but I had a lot of things to go over. I'll try not to let it get quite so full before I do before I do one of these the next time. This is the face you've already seen, my Get Ready With Me with the Viseart Amethyst palette. So if you're curious the other things, I will list them in the description box below if you want to see what else is on my face. And I think that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.